Hi, this is Chris Buss with Traders Profit Compass with an afternoon update. It's about 2:15 as I'm starting the video. I'm going to run through the indexes and FAAMG and then run through our open positions and then a couple of trade ideas for you. Okay, SPY, not a lot going on. We're still trapped in this box. If we get a push in the afternoon, going into the close, and you are long from lower positions, lower strikes, and we got a push over this 43 and a half, 344 area, that would be a perfect chance to roll up your strikes and then just stay long against this 343.50 area, and then look for further upside into the close. At this point, we really don't want to, especially if we break out, we don't want to see price come back into this range as we've discussed many times. Then you're looking at a move back towards the bottom of the box. So anyhow, not a lot going on in SPY today. I think it's up about 50 cents, so not a whole lot. The Qs have broken above this consolidation range. We're back up here near the highs. I think you can stay long against this 284.50 and then look for a push higher. And as I just stated, you don't want to see price come back below 284.50 at this point. So if you are long and we get a pullback back into this range, I would certainly be exiting my positions. And depending on how bold you are and how late we are in the day, you might want to take a short there and see if we push down into the close. Not a prediction, just letting you know you don't want to have price come back below this 284.50. IWM couldn't get through this 156.50. I have seen some bullish order flow in this index, but I still have my doubts. And if you faded this 156.50 right out of the gate, you got, it's not a huge amount, $1.50, but that was a good trade. And this is the logical place you would have reversed it. I wasn't in the trade, but when you go from you short resistance and you buy support, so that would have been good for 75 cents or $1 so far, but not a lot going on in IWM. Facebook's been the real hero today. Came back to close this gap right at the open, and then when it broke above this high, this breakdown candle from the other day, it was gone. And I think we had talked about in the morning prep video, anything above, this was the target, the prior high, and we took that out. So you can be long against this 278 number. Still seeing a lot of bullish order flow on the option side of things. So the big players are still looking for more. I think you can stay long against 278, certainly move up your stops. And again, you don't want to see price come back down below. That would make that look like a failed breakout. So looks good so far. Really strong day. You got the PPO rising. We're overbought in RSI, but I wouldn't pay that much attention to that. It can stay overbought a long time. So looks really good here. Apple's been the laggard, hasn't been doing anything today. Came back down to this 493 level, which is held. And if you're a bull, you got to hold that level. You got to hold 493. If you're bullish, you can be long right here with a stop just below, and see what happens. See if you can get a push higher. But anything below 493, I think you got to be hitting the exits. I don't think you can short it below 493. The target would be this 475 level, and there's really no technical support in this area. So, I think that's an objective thing to do if you want to try that. But bulls got to hold 493. Amazon kind of did what it had to do. Popped above this 335, 33.35 level. And as long as that holds, the door is open for much higher. You don't want to see it come back below. But on the daily chart, we had a measured move up to 3,600. And I have seen some order flow, into September, 3,400, 3,500. So they are looking for more upside out of Amazon. If you're long, stay long against this 33.35 level. And, looking good so far. Microsoft popped above this 314.50. And now it's up against resistance at the prior all-time highs. If you got to push above 216, I would certainly be long there. If you can see it here, I don't have it drawn in, but you've got a nice bull flag forming. And if you take that measured move from, say, 212.50 to 216, what is that? $3.50. You push up in here to the 219, 220 area. I did see quite a bit of order flow looking for September 221 calls, into October 230 calls. So there's some sizable money looking for further upside in Microsoft. And if it can clear this 216 level, I think the bulls are going to be in good shape. Google broke out of this 1590 area where we said we wanted to get long. Came up here to 1610. This prior high right here that it tagged, I believe that was yesterday. So from here on out, and you can see another bull flag here that projects, up here to 1540 or 1640, excuse me. So anything above 1610, you can certainly be long and then look for a move up towards 1640. Running real fast through some of these positions. We had a long position in DraftKings. I got shaken out of that. I had gotten long here, and I think I told you about it, and then it pulled back. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's $3 or $4 pullback. It has broken through today. So if you're long, stay long against 38 and look for 44. I think it's got a clear path to get there. And I would move your stops up to just under 38. You don't want to see price come back again. So anything north of 38, I think you can be long and look for 44. We're in Dunkin' Donuts, not doing a whole lot, but still above the 8-day, making incremental progress. We got long against 72, so we're making a little progress. Nothing to shout about really, but it is working. eBay grinding higher. We're in the September 60 calls. Again, not setting the world on fire, but holding the 8-day with momentum crossing here and RSI on the rise. So I'm still hopeful that we can get a push up to 60 and beyond if the market cooperates with us. Twitter. We had gotten this this breakout here. We had a pullback to the 8-day and a back touch of the breakout, which is, technically good. That's to be expected. So it filled this little baby gap here. and now we're right up near the highs. I'm hopeful that we can get a push above 41 in the next couple days, and then we'll have a winner on our hands. But right now, hasn't done much. Visa, we got long on this breakout. It's moving up. We've got a profitable trade on our hands. I'm still looking for this gap fill up to, I think it's 208, and hopefully a push up towards 210, 212, and then we can decide what we want to do. But this one has been moving according to plan, so that one looks good. NEO, I let you guys know about this morning. It has broken out of this $5 trading range between 11 and 16. That's an important technical move. So the measured move is going to be $5 on top of 16. So the measured move target is 21. We're in blue sky territory, so there's no natural sellers. We talked about getting 16 and a half calls out in September 4th, so about 10 days from now. As this trade progresses, I want to emphasize to you, you really got to manage your risk if you bought those short dated calls, because the value is going to change, rapidly. It goes in both directions. It'll move rapidly in your favor when it's going up, and then it'll, when it comes down. I was just looking at it, it's pulled back in a little bit, and the value of those things drop really quickly. So you're going to want to manage that fairly aggressively. And as we've always talked about, there's two ways you can book profits as the trade progresses. You can sell calls against your position. That'll effectively book some profits for you because you'll collect that premium. And also it'll stabilize the, your P&L of the position as well, because, on any pullbacks, then the calls that you sold will be losing value. And it'll tend to not gyrate so much on your P&L sheet. Another way you can do it is just roll higher. So if you got the 16s and a halves and you wanted to roll out, you could get the 17s or the 18s, 17 and a halves, whatever you want to do. And that'll effectively book your profit on your first buy, to take some of that to the bank. Now that we've got a winning trade on our hands, we can just manage that risk and pull money out of it as it goes along. But I will tell you, lots of institutional order flow in this name. Heading into the breakout and after it cleared 16. So some big money is looking for further upside. All short dated stuff, for this Friday, for September 4th, and then for September expiration in about a month. So there is some nice money flowing into the name. And with the breakout, like I said, and blue sky ahead, it would be really nice to see this 21 get hit. There may be pullbacks along the way, but if it got to 21, that would be a monster win for us, and I'm looking forward to that. See if it works out. We talked about PAAMG this morning, about this rug pull after earnings. I wanted to see it down here around 252, 250. We didn't get that, but I don't want to buy it here, even though it's sitting on the 20. I'd rather wait to see if there's further weakness, in the days ahead. Doesn't look like it now, to be frank, but if it did come back and back test this 250 area, I'd be a motivated buyer there on that back test and 50 EMA test right there. So I'll be patient on that one and see where it goes. One setup I wanted to show you is on the small cap biotechs. We've got RSI and PPO kind of heading out of town. We've got this nice ledge of support here at 107.50. I've set an alarm there for a short entry with a target down here at 100, between 97.5 and 100 here. There's support at that level. I think that would be a nice short trade if it triggers. You know, it's clinging. It had a first touch here today, and we got a little bounce. But below the 50, of course, below the 20 and the 8-day, that's going to be resistance now. So, not saying it's going to happen, but I want to be ready if it does. And I think that would be a nice short entry for us for a move down here to back test the 200 and this support level. Okay, just a quick update for you. I hope your trading day is going well. This has been Chris Buss with Traders Profit Compass. Have a good wrap up to the day. Talk to you soon.